Missed hero power. Einstein, you cannot hero power on 1 on Sherlock Holmes. But yeah, I lost MMR for 3rd. Ah! I had to play better, man.
That was tremendous.
Maybe demons are just not good enough. Also, the game went super long. The game went too long. He won against Eudora. Eudora with no minions. Oh my god. I don't know. He could have anything. So he hero powered, so he got a random dragon. Oh my god, it's purely random. It's purely random, dude. Purely random. Wait. He didn't hero power? Oh fuck, okay. Maybe then it could have been a 1-1 more likely.
Everyone, a toast to the victor.
Yes!
I want a 3-on-3. Didn't you once say that you want to take the better card if it's 50-50?
Champion.
Yeah. I say that every time. This is like the one time I didn't do it in like the last 10 games, let's say. My bad.
Seems like the
What can I say other than my bad? Four on 4? Or is that too loco? Is Bro not even leveling to 3? Okay.
This should give you more options.
You have to sometimes go 4 on 4. Like, I literally got disastrous shops. I made a mistake and lost a potential coin because of that, although it was pretty much a flip. Other than that, my shops were terrible. I don't know what I could have done better. Could have I done anything better? I don't fucking know, mate. Chat's laughing at me, but I wanna see what you would do in my shoes.
How are the festivities going? Join the party, recruit.
Synthesizer. Grave Robber is actually good. Is this a joke?
A fine place to start.
Sea breeze makes me sleepy.
Show him that fire festival fury.
Oh my god, we managed to take a tie here. Holy shit. Holy shit, we managed to get a tie.
How are the festivities going?
Comfy coffin. So it's not Fellblood because we don't have the brother. Ticket to Sticker is terrible as well. It only works with tavern spells, not with your own spells. The Comfy Coffin. But we might not have an alternative to the Comfy Coffin. Jesus fuck. Or Tiketus and Roland. Dude, what's going on here?
That one has a bright future.
You're underrating Tiketus. I'm not. Best case outcome for Tiketus is take the whole tavern. And the tavern was dog anyways. I guess I could roll for a good tavern and then like hope it stabilizes me. I feel like in this spot, going full Undead might still be the best choice. I took 8, and I absolutely hate this spot.
Back to enjoy the bonfire.
There's no way he buys a Geo for no reason. You can practically see the fumes of rage wafting off his body. As if I'm in like a hot spring or some shit.
Fight well out there. That was tremendous.
Oh.
Time to hire help?
Let's show our guests a good time.
Is Titus ever the pick?
The scourge will consume you.
Caught a dragon. Let it be for now. Should have sold dragon to dodge menagerie trinket. Oh yeah, you're right, Sevel. Okay. Should have sold the dragon. I feel like this game just took a mental toll on me, and I don't know why.
Chin up and keep fighting.
This looks good. Really hoping the dragon is not gonna screw over my trinkets. Why is everybody spitting me? Europe is so disrespectful, shaking my head. Second Titus or Butcher Sickle? Butcher Sickle makes a lot of sense because it also works with the other spell. So I think it's always Butcher Sickle. Do we scope? Scopey scope? Cadaver.
A little brick of love.
I don't know if you want Rodeo. Grave Robber? Grave Robber is the nuts on Moros. Do we ever put Titus second? Nah, we're good. We're gonna have a mirror match. Should put Titus before the Cadaver though. You don't wanna F yourself. You don't wanna screw yourself over. Not like this. Do you ever buy champion? Nah, we're generating plenty of stats. We're generating plenty of attack.
Keep it up.
Bomb 15.
You did it. I knew you would.
If this was another year, I would have said I beat Chelsea so hard. Who am I? Manchester City? But I don't know if that applies right now. Probably doesn't. You could say Liverpool. Who do you guys think is going to win the Premier League? Arsenal? Hopium? Liverpool are favorites, right?
A little brick of love.
Join the party, recruit. Join the party, recruit. I'll take that deal. Here's your coin.
Let's show our guests a good time. Let's show our guests a good time. Let's show our guests a good time.
Another minion for the warband.
Against dragons, this looks good. Keep in mind, by reborning both Moroses, we can just keep farming them with a sickle. Sickling Moros is good. You get stats for your board, and you also get 5 attack permanently on every single summon that you have. Huge.
You're a real contender.
Put Titus earlier. That I could do, yeah.
Let's show our guests.
But don't forget to show your guests a good time.
Let's show our guests.
Everyone, a toast to the victor. Whoa, that'll pack a punch.
Let's show our guests a good time.
I'm thinking of cutting Titus. What if you eat Moros again and then you cut Titus?
Let's show our guests.
You drive a hard bargain.
Huh? I think this can work.
Stronger than ever. Strong and ready
Katie?
to fight.
Katie the Moros? Kating the Moros is pretty huge. You can also do it on Mummifier, but you can just print Moros. So you either Katie the Reborn and play Bonehead, or you Katie the Moros. Kating the Moros gives you a great target. The Golden Moros for the Butchering. Then you can keep playing your turn. I kind of like this the most. And then we play the spells. You play the spells for obvious reason. We cut Titus for Bonehead. No, we cut the Titus because I couldn't sell the Bonehead from the hand. I was board locked. Unless there's something that I missed. I don't think we could have sold the Bonehead from the hand and keep the Titus. I would have done it if I could. There is a Bonehead on your board, brother. Yes, mate, but it has a Reborn. And I do value Bonehead with Reborn more than a Titus. Again, Titus is not even that relevant in the fight. It blocks your Cadaver from getting full potential. Okay, buddy. I'm not your body, mate. How long can you go for with this? Like, how many ways do you have of, like, saying similar words? Synonyms.
That was tremendous.
How long can this go for? There's too many words. Can also kill Mummifier. We're fighting dragons. Against dragons, you wanna go crazy. You probably wanna go Reborn here. Maybe even Drakari? No, no Drakari, no Drakari. Drakari is a bit too cray-cray.
Timeless classic.
Oh, so it's Brand Dragons. Uh-huh.
I am the first Crit Lord.
This board is pretty sexy. Okay, are you famous Hearthstone Twitch streamer? Streamer or screamer? Is there even a difference?
Stay on this path, champion.
Let's show our guests a good time.
That was tremendous. Ah, a timeless classic.
Can we unwind this game to when I was fuming earlier? Now we're playing for first place. Comfy Coffin carried. I'm pretty sure it was the Butcher Sickle, but Comfy Coffin was alright. It kept me in the game. It set up the scene for me to go crazy. I think you did great. You managed to focus instead of getting upset. I did get a little bit upset,
Don't
but
let
I was
up
also
now.
able to focus really well. Now let's see if we can take it home. Cliff guy is danger, but we're somewhat protected against the cliff. I don't think it's a disaster. Explosions. What a game. So, elementals. We're getting a lot of cards, but that also means that a lot of cards are going away. I was spoiled by chat earlier. Somebody was saying they don't see elementals happening without recycling Wraith. And, oh boy. Blizzard is not happy with the current way elementals look. They're basically redesigning everything now. So, Party, out. Crackling, out. Lubber, out. Fellblows, out. Tempest, out. Recycling Wraith, out. Azerite, out. Bramblewitch, kick by. No more Most of Schloss, Frostling, Carbonic, and no more Rock. What stays? So, I see Nomi is coming back. People are probably excited for that. But what stays? Elemental stays. Molten Rock stays. Bedrock, one of my favorite cards. One of my favorite new addition, stays. Sleeping Sea Glass. Chat is just spamming the Nomi emote. This is bold. Ragnaros, Rag, Sea Glass. They're keeping some interesting cards. The only card I don't really vibe with, Molten Rock, but whatever. They're changing some cards and they're returning some cards. Let's talk about it. Wildfire, same effect, now a free drop. Refreshing Anomaly. Battlecry gained 2 refreshes that cost 0. So, Anomaly is basically Golden Anomaly, but he's a free drop. Is this supposed to be like a replacement for the Recycling Wraith, but make it a bit more balanced? Elemental coming back is interesting and I think a good card. Better for demons than for elementals, in my opinion. But he's always like an interesting card. Nomi is a 4-drop. I just saw this. Nomi is back as a 4. Okay. Okay. Dancing Barnstormer is back as a 5-drop. And he's now Battlecry and Death Rattle. Okay. They're cooking. Blizzard is cooking. And then Gentle Genie. Taunt, Battlecry, and Death Rattle. Get a random elemental. Wow. Strong. Very strong. Very strong. But you only get it into your hand. You don't summon it. So wait. Genie is now kind of like Tempest. Genie is now a better Tempest. He's Battlecry and Death Rattle get a random elemental. So we have a Tempest replacement. A direct one. But it's a 5-drop. So this is basically Tempest. Nomi is a 4. We don't have Recycling Wraith. And I think that's gonna like hurt the most out of all these cards. We have a Refreshing Anomaly. Let's see if any of the new cards give us some refreshing. So first of all, we have a spell. Get a Fireballer and a Snowballer. I don't know what that is. So let's read those 2 cards first. Fireballer. When you sell this, give your minions 1 attack. Improve your future ballers. I cannot believe they use this as text. Improve your future ballers. Okay. When you sell this, give your minions 1 health. Also improve your future ballers. So I guess each baller improves the other one as well. The fire improves the snow improves the fire. And then you have a 4-cost spell that gives you 2 of those. Okay. I mean, you're going to be incentivized to cycle these. This is going to be like what you're going to want to cycle. Because cycling those are going to give you permanent stats with Nomi to your future elementals. But also buff your current board. This can get really big. Like, if you sell a few of those, like 5 or 6, you can start giving 6 attack, 6 health. That adds up to your entire board. Okay, let's see the new 1-drop. Dune Dweller. I love Dune, the movie. Let's see what this guy is gonna do. When you sell this, looks very cool for a 1-drop. When you sell this, elementals in the tavern have +1/+1 this game. Wow. Okay. That's strong. I'm intrigued. Like, I wouldn't give elementals a chance after seeing what rotates, but this looks good. Free drop, Meteorite Crusher. After you sell an elemental, gain +2/+2. So this is like the card that you want to have on your board to scale it while you're cycling elementals. Pretty solid as well. Tornado is a 4-drop. When you sell this, discover an elemental and give it these minions' stats. Wait, so you sell this and you discover an elemental and you buff it? It sounds pretty sick. It's better than Tavern Tempest. But it's not a battle cry, so you cannot brand it. But it's solid. Solid card. I can see a downside. When you discover an elemental, it's not going to have the applied Nomi buffs. It's not going to have the applied Barnstormer buffs or the shop buffs. But it's a really good card to cycle because you buy a card and you get 2 cards. So you're spending very little, you're doing the cycling process. Again, cycling is going to look different without the recycling rates, but you get what I mean. Ikoron. Divine Shield Elemental on Tavern 4, probably to replace Crackling. After you play an Elemental, give it Divine Shield until next turn. Huh. temporary Divine Shield. I mean, this can stabilize you to some extent. Interesting card. It might be a staple just because it has Divine Shield itself. Twilight Primordium, 5-drop. We have a 5 and 2 6s. Let's see. Battlecry, given elemental 2/2, improved by each other minion you played this turn. Wow. Okay. So we had a guy that's buffed elementals. Depending on how many rolls you had. This buffs elementals depending on how many cards you played. And you're going to be incentivized to just play a lot of cards. Read the golden effects, brother. Oh, yeah, okay. I guess we also have to read the golden effect of this. After you play an elemental, give a divine shield. Permanently. Ooh, okay. That's hot. Tornado says discover 2 elementals and give them these minions stats, but you're probably not gonna triple the tornado like ever. What about Fireballer? 2 health, okay. Ultraviolet Ascendant. Ultraviolet Ascendant. Start of combat, give it elementals to 1. Upgrades after you play an elemental. You need to have this on the board and then play elementals, and then he's gonna buff. It doesn't upgrade for every single elemental you played during this game, right? It upgrades only while on the board. And then gives temporary stats in the fight. +2, +1. For each elemental you played while this guy is on board. So, it's better than Rock, but you cannot sell it. Rock was good because you could play it, buff your stuff, and then sell the Rock. Play a Leroy instead. You need this guy to stay around. He's giving you the stats while it stays around. I'm assuming it upgrades by 1/1 per elemental. Whereas Rock is like 2 health to attack, 2 health to attack. So it's kind of like the same, right? Kind of like the same as a Rock. But you need to have it on the board. Can also give stats to himself. Interesting card. What does the golden one do? Yeah, it's probably 4/2 and grows by... I'm curious if it actually grows by 2/1 or if it grows by 1/1. The stats are not permanent, okay? But if you count the stats, it's the same number of stats as Rock gives you. So let's say you play Violet Ascendant and then you happen to play 10 elementals afterwards, okay? And cycle them. 10 elementals. While having the guy on the board, start a fight, you get 11/11 or 12/11, whatever. But not permanently. Not permanently. Nether Construct. Choose one. Minions in the tavern have 5/5 this game. Oh, this is like the demon card. Or consume all minions in the tavern to gain their stats. Not so good for elementals, similar as I said for Felemental. But a little bit of shop buffing that they share with demons seems interesting. Honestly, I'm excited. You're gonna struggle a bit with the rolling. But you have a lot more generation than before. And you have a lot more utility than before. And you still have Refreshing Anomaly that gives you 2 rolls now. As a normal minion. The golden one probably gives you 4. Yeah. Elementals look good. Ultraviolent is crazy. You just give Flourishing Frusling to all your elementals. Again, does it work like that? I think the person in the comment was wrong. I think this starts upgrading with him on the board when you play an elemental. Whereas Flourishing Frostling said, has +1, +2, +1 for each elemental you played this game. This is not for each elemental you played this game. But once you have him on the board, it will work kind of like a Flourishing for all your minions. You're gonna want this to be ASAP. Anomaly also stacks. Yes. It says gain 2 refreshes. It doesn't say your next 2 refreshes. Very important caveat as well. So you can stack it. You can play 3 of them. You have your next 6 rolls for free. Interesting. Also buff to Millhouse. Okay. I mean, this is really good for Millhouse. Recycling going away is really bad for Millhouse. But I'm kind of happy that elementals now have like a pathway without relying solely on recycling. Exciting. Probably the boldest move Blizzard made. Okay, let's talk about Undead. which is the last tribe that we haven't seen yet. This card looks cool. Corpse Recycler, what is this? Funny. From Corpse Refiner to Corpse Recycler. What's the difference? Oh, it's just an undead. Rather than an undead pirate. Huh? Just an undead. Looks funny. It looks funny how they made the graphical difference. Blizzard would make some good NFTs. Okay, so let's talk about Undead. Thank you again for the raid and welcome everybody. Undead, they're... What are they doing? So they're cutting what? No more Mummy, fun card. No more Knight. No more Summoner as well. No more Morose, Pupil, KT, and Refiner. But Refiner is back just only for Undead, not for Pirates anymore. Okay. They're bringing back Nightbane, as we saw, as a 5-drop. But also, they're changing Harmless Bonehead. Wait, why are they changing it? It's the same, right? Summon 2 1-1 skeletons. Am I missing something? Why are they saying change and return cards? Check the golden one. Oh, the golden one gives you 4 1-1 skeletons. Okay. Makes sense. Isn't the guy a 2-3? No, it's the same stats as now, 1-1. Scarlet Skull is back. Okay. Mummy Fire is a 3-drop, not a 4-drop. Same effect. Handless. The golden one gives you 2 2-1 hands rather than a 4-2 hand. Big change. So I think they're still focusing on attack buff undeads. Cadaver is now a 3-drop and summons 3 minions, and there is also a 3-3. I like their consistency. And the golden Cadaver summons 6. So that's why they made it a 3-drop, because they couldn't make it summon 8. Okay. So they're incentivizing you now to golden the cards that summon. They still seem to focus on Crusher build and on prosthetic hand builds. Interesting. So Rider stays, Nerub stays, Grave Robber, A-Bomb. Cinderai is not even an undead card, but I guess. I guess Cinderai is the counter to undead cards, the antidote. A Nubarak, Crusher, Champion, Golacabra, Colossus. Okay. Now, what are the new cards? Corpse Recycler, again, looks like an NFT version of Corpse Refiner. But we'll take it. Still really good, obviously. Great card. Now it just works and shows up only in undead lobbies. Wandering White. 4-drop, 6-5. After you summon a minion in combat, give it health equal to its attack. Whoa. Okay. It can be a late game tech if you have super high attack. But it's more difficult to get super high attack now. I mean, you still have Nerub, but how else are you buffing the attack? Champion of the Primus? Right now you're buffing attack with Trinkets. Without Trinkets in the game, it's going to be tricky to buff the attack. Nightbane. Nightbane buffs are not permanent, though. You don't have KT anymore. Okay, let's see what they add. Maybe they add something like KT. Yeah, you could go with Nightbane. This guy is dangerous, though. Give it health equal to double its attack. Pretty solid. Wisp in the shell. 5-drop. Give a friendly minion 2 health. Improved by each friendly minion that died last combat. Huh. Okay. Does it improve from 2 to 2? Or does it improve by 1 health for each minion that died this combat? Interesting. But you want more attack, not health. But it's an interesting card. And last but not least, hopefully KT replacement. The only 6-drop for undeads, right? Oh, Colossus Gulakabra, never mind. Get a random undead, Avenge 4. Devrattle, summon it from your hand for this combat only. So I'm assuming from this, as a non-native speaker, that if you get 2 cards, you're gonna summon 2 cards, right? But it should say summon them. Maybe. This card is kind of like the Trinket, but with a lower Revenge. It may only summon the first one. Yeah, Bleeding Heart. Get 2 random undead. Summon them from your hand. This combat only. Uh-huh. So from that I can take it's only summoning the first one that you get. We're gonna have to see how this card is gonna work. The normal one should summon all of them. But then what's the purpose of making it golden? Undead looks interesting, but I think they're gonna struggle to attack buff their summons. Again, champion is gonna have to do the heavy lifting together with an Uberak. Can it work? I guess Nerub as well a bit. It's gonna be slow. Like right now, nobody uses an Uberak in champion. Everybody attack buffs with the help of trinkets. Without trinkets doing the heavy lifting, I think it's gonna be tricky. But the game is going back to vanilla, so I think that's gonna change some things. Okay, so what do I think about the new set? I think that's like the big question. Overall, I like it, but I really, really wish they would have taken out of the game a tribe like Naga and release a new tribe, because I think already going back to vanilla is a reset in power. We're definitely gonna play a lower power level game, and that's fine. I'm totally fine going down a little bit on the power level, but maybe it's gonna be a little bit too simplistic. I like that they're not releasing everything immediately, but I don't like that they release the next tribes like after 2 days. I think they should give us like a good week with like 6 tribes and then release one more tribe per week just to make it feel a bit more special. But I guess they also want us to play with the cards, with the new cards, as soon as possible and not have to wait 3 weeks to play with all the sets. So I get that. Anyways, like, the mid-season patch is probably going to bring back a mechanic and spice things up. The question is, are we going to get bored until mid-season? Probably not. Hopefully not. The new set looks exciting, but not all the tribes look exciting. More than half of the tribes look exciting. Off the top of my mind, I feel like, yeah, Naga definitely looks boring. And there was like one more tribe that doesn't change much. I forgot what it was. Pirates also looks interesting, for example. Elementals looks interesting. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see exactly how the game plays out. But I really hope they're gonna look very intensely at the player numbers and draw some conclusions here. Do people prefer a vanilla metagame? Do people prefer this simple of a vanilla metagame? Maybe some people do. Maybe in other sets, there's like too much information, too many things happening, and people don't like that. Now we're having like a big minion overhaul, rather than a new mechanic being at the center of this. And maybe just because me as a streamer I'm more excited for a new mechanic, that doesn't mean that everybody is. Somebody who hasn't played Battlegrounds for a while maybe wants to come back. This is like the set to do it. We're going back in power level. We have no mechanics, just spells and a new minion pool. That can be exciting for a lot of people. And again, I'm personally excited by the level of design of some tribes and by the level of risk, because they're taking some risks here. They are removing some really core, important cards from a lot of the tribes. There's no more Tethys. There's no more Bramblewitch. There's no more Recycler. No more KT, no more Summoner. No more Knight. With every single tribe, they're trying to like take away some of the core elements and bring back some new freshness. We'll see how this plays out. Should be interesting.